Hello, my name is Sandra Cooper. I'm a senior lecturer in culinary arts and food development at the University of Derby, based in Buxton. My passion is food, is nutrition, is everything to do with well-being. So I had an opportunity, an email came round and I was asked if I would like to contribute to a book chapter. And here we have the Routledge Handbook of Sustainable Food and Gastronomy. And the email was from Philip Sloan and Willie Legrand, just asking, is anybody interested? And that was my initial contact with them. So I replied back and said, yes, I was very interested. This is a subject area that, sustainability is very key to what's happening in the hospitality and culinary industry. Also about, increasing population, reduction of food. So very interested in the whole concept. And because I was so interested in spa cuisine at the time, because of some of the forefronts they were taking on board, I thought that would be a really good area to go for. So I looked at spa cuisine, a challenge for the hospitality industry. Initially, I was asked if I would submit an abstract. So I submitted an abstract of about sort of 500 words, really outlaying what it was that I was looking at, what I was researching, what I was interested in, and how the whole chapter would pan out, and sort of discussion point there. It didn't include any primary research. That's not to say some chapters do, but mine didn't. I actually did it on desk-based research. I was teaching nutrition to the second year spa students at the time, first year spa students, first year hospitality students are very much on well-being, and I was actually very interested in this, so I was supervising a number of dissertations as well. So as you're teaching, you're constantly researching anyway, and so I was gathering information together, or I was putting together this entire chapter, and I was actually asked to do 5,000 words, and I was delighted to be able to sort of contribute towards it. So I put together my 5,000 words. Some of the challenges, you had very, very strict deadlines, and they had to be adhered to. I probably submitted the 5,000 words maybe 5 times because there were usually some changes. The editors were very, very strict on what they wanted to include, how they wanted it edited, how they wanted it presented, how the paragraphs were presented, how the references were presented. And it's quite an interesting journey to sort of, identify exactly how it's all laid out. There are actually, probably about 15 chapters in the book from varying contributors. And again, it was fascinating to read everything they said. One of the major challenges I had is that obviously as a lecturer, I like to have different images within my work. I like students to be able to sort of read as well as see, as well as hear. And I had included quite a number of images. But unfortunately, you then have to get copyright. Copyright is really important. You have to get permission from people to find out whether or not you can use it within your book. And that was quite a challenge, that really was, because I was finding that I didn't quite know who to go to, where the original image came from. So in actual fact, there's a couple of images in there at the moment, but some of them really didn't take off, which is a bit of a shame. And I know other people in the book have also had the similar challenges as well. It gave me quite a lot of confidence. It was eventually published. I was given a free copy of the book, which I was delighted with, and I was asked also to do a biography of myself, just reflecting on where I am at the moment, what my research is, and what I'm doing in a role, in a job. It gave me so much confidence that actually, just quite recently, I contacted an ex-colleague of mine who now works at Leeds Met and Leeds University, and offered to do a chapter. So, from initially just replying to an email, this time I actually offered to contribute, and I'm actually contributing a couple of chapters. Slightly different subject areas this time. This is more to do with the design of fast food outlets, the way the fast foods and restaurants have changed their whole provision in order to accommodate customers' needs. So that's changed slightly differently. But again, it's a subject I'm really interested in. It's a subject that I teach. So, we don't always have just one area of expertise. We also, look at different areas as well. That's been very successful so far. That's going to be launched next May. So I'm really pleased to have been able to sort of participate in this, and it's absolutely fantastic meeting the other authors, the other contributors, and discussing with them their ideas, and it just creates a wider network and gives you a little bit more confidence of what you can actually do. So if you have your chance and you see that email, reply. Thank you.